Hello my lovelies, how are we this evening? Sorry, I haven't got my laptop up yet because I've just had to intercept a meltdown from my 7-year-old. We've had a very long day and she's very tired and overtired and decided she didn't want to go to bed. So, right, so tonight we are going to play with wild cats and big cat dies. I had a play with these yesterday for the first time and oh my goodness, I love it, especially the dies. I really like foliage dies. I'm becoming a bit of a lover of those. So there's going to be a bit of stamping and there's going to be a bit of using stamps for something completely different to what they're designed for, which I love to do because I like to get the most out of my stamp sets. So let me just... Oh, there's a few here already, but I'm not ready, obviously, because I can't see. 2 seconds to find you. So I have done a few bits of cutting, and I've cut out, I've stamped and die cut and trimmed because I don't like the whites around. Not on this card. Some cards I can just do it with the white border and others I can't. So I have trimmed them up a bit. So we will have a look at those, and then I have cut some cards and things as well because I'm going to be using blending brushes, and we're going to be using soft succulent, evening evergreen, Cajun craze, and maybe a little bit of crushed curry, I think. Let's just get that out as well while I think about it. My computer is being so slow. Here we go. Oh, no. Right. Just going to get rid of these. Right, okay. So, let me just get these in. So, what I'm going to do first is, that's going to be my inside. So, I don't need that right now. So, that can go over there out of the way. I've got a Cajun Craze base, which is 10.5 by 14.5. And then I do have, I will be cutting some of the centre out of this one, but this is from the In the Wild DSP. And I have cut this to 10 by 14. And then I have 2 pieces. Now, this one doesn't have to be the same size as this one. On the card I made yesterday, which I'll show you later because I don't want to spoil it, I cut a circle and then I blended the circle and put it back in, but I can tell that I've done that. So I thought today what I do is just blend the background of here and then put it on. So I'm going to do that. So for now, we're going to start with, we're going to do the background. I just grab my piece of scrap paper and bring up my live, if I can find it. Okay. So, I have a few blending brushes. These are not Stampin' Up ones. These are ones I got not long before Stampin' Up brought them out. So, it would be a bit of a waste of my pennies to just ditch these. So I will be getting, I can build up my Stampin' Up blending brushes collection then, couldn't I? Wow, there's lots of you here. Right, let's have a look. Let's say hello to everybody that's here. So first in the queue was Cindy Barrentez Sawyer. I probably completely slaughtered that. Hi Louise, hi Mindy, hi Ruth, missed you Ruth. Oh, thank you Cindy for sharing. Hi Valerie, Deborah. Hi Heidi, hi Janice, hi Joanna. Right, okay, let's kept blending. Right, my yellow, I used that for Cajun Craze, so I know I've used that one. I don't know I need that one, to be fair. Right, green, blue, yellow, that's it. So for my background, I'm going to grab pumpkin pie and my crushed curry, and I wanted it to look a little bit like a sunset. Let's check what's on there. I'm actually going to do the yellow first, crushed curry, because I'm then going to stick orange on it. So I'm just going to quickly put this over the top, and then I'm going to use a pencil wherever my pencil is. Oh, pencil! No, that's a pen, that's a pen. Do you know what? I had it 2 minutes ago. Well, that is really strange. How can you lose a pencil? It's gone. Right, what I'd normally do, what I might do is just mark it with, that's it, I can do that. I'll do that and then I'll just turn it over. So I'm just going to mark the top and the bottom with a bit of blend. It's just so I know what area to do without doing the whole piece. Let's just move that one out of the way. So I'm going to start off with some yellow, and then I'm just going to start off the page, and then I'm going to blend all along this piece. Like so. Hi, Catherine. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Woohoo! Said it right first time. Okay, so then I'm going to grab my pumpkin pie, and the top piece, just the top bit, is going to be pumpkin pie. Just go along the edge. See, look, it's quite dark there. I should have started on the paper, but you're not going to see that bit, so it's all good. It's all good. Pick up a little bit more pumpkin pie and just go across, and then just keep going until you get the effect that you want, and I'm not getting that yet, so I'm just going to keep going for a minute. And I'm going to pick up some more, lots of ink on there, and I'm pressing very gently because I've put so much ink onto my brush. I end up getting little lines, but I do want the sort of definition of orange at the top, yellow at the bottom. So, and that's my background. Hi, Mum. Hi, Serene. I'm trying to stack stamps upside down then. Right, let's move those out of the way for a minute. So that's going to be my background. All will be revealed in a little bit. Right, so I'm going to turn that over. Right, so for this one, I'm going to give the card some colour, and I'm only going to use Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent. So my Evening Evergreen is going to be from the bottom. Load it up like so, and then I'm just going to, and I don't mind if this very bottom is slightly darker than anywhere else because I'm actually going to make it that way. So I'm just going to go around. You can start with a pale green card, like a soft succulent card would work for this, but I decided to just show you that even with basic white and no coloured cardstock, you can still get a really nice effect by brushing. So that's that. Then I'm going to swap, I'm just going to unload my brush onto my paper, and then I'm going to pick up some soft succulent, turn it round, start from the top. Okay, again I quite like a border, so I don't mind the darker piece on there. Just trying to get an even coating. Right, so what sort of day is everyone having? I've had a very busy day. We have been, well, I haven't personally, but the kids have been climbing a wall, and oh, I did do archery, and I have to say I really enjoyed archery, and actually they said I was pretty good, so quite like that. Okay, so we're going to start with some stamps. So that's our blending done. It looks a bit mishmashy at the minute, but we're going to add some stamps. So in the stamp set, you've got a set with three little leaves. So we're going to start with them, and we're going to start with Cajun Craze. And it doesn't matter if it goes over the edge. Oh, wrong way round. And I'm just going to go around the edge, stamping Cajun Craze, leaves, all the way around. And I'm slightly turning them and twisting them and doing second generation stamping, or third generation even. Then we're going to swap to evening, no, is it evening, yeah, no, evening evergreen. So I'm just going to give that a bit of a clean. Do you know, I've put my trimmer right in my way, so I'm just going to pop that out of the way. Squeaky, squeaky chamois. Just dry that off. Then I'm going to just go around the edge and add some in evening evergreen, and actually I'm going to turn it over so the leaves go in a different direction to the last ones I put on. I think we need some dark ones there, and maybe there. Perfect. Right, and then we're going to swap to soft succulent, and we're going to grab the long, it's a long vine, but we're not going to use the full length of the vine. So I'm going to ink up about half, and then it's going to come out and soften all the bits I've just put in. Like so. A few more. There we go. Maybe just another one there. Anywhere else? Like a dark one there. Right, there we go. So that's the surrounding bit. Doesn't look much on there at the minute. So then I'm just going to clean that off and pop it back in there. And then we're going to go for, there's a little tiny, like a leopard print, but there's like 4 little spots and a couple of dots. So we're going to go with that next, and we're going to use crushed curry. Let me just move that. Clean the leaves and put them back so we don't lose them too. There we go. So I've got my tiny little block. And we're going to just add some of these. And they kind of look like, I don't know, berries or something. But they're supposed to be spots. But I like to get the most out of a stamp and try different things with them. So that one didn't work very well. There we go. A bit more there. And then I'm going to decorate the bottom. So I'm going to grab this like fern style, I don't even know what plant you would call that, but it's like big leaves. And my evening evergreen again. And I'm just going to put a few of these across here, like so. And then I like the idea of having like it built up down here. So what I did was I thought that the stripes that go on the tiger look a little bit like grass. So let me swap to soft succulent again, because why not? So soft succulent, dib dab dab. Oh no, Joanna. Oh, do you know, I'm glad I don't have a cat. I couldn't cope with all the presents. Okay, so all I'm doing is just tilting it and stamping it all over the bottom. And then it kind of looks like grass. So I like that effect. And that's with the tiger stripes. Who needs a grass stamp? There we go. Right, so put that one back in there. Okay, so next on the agenda is to darken up the very, very bottom of this. It's not quite dark enough. Ooh. That's yellow. That's green. So I just darken it up a little bit more. So it looks like it's actually undergrowth. Like so. Mine bought in half a rabbit. Oh no, Mum, I've never heard that story. Okay, so we don't need that. So then we're going to bring back in our background. So when we put that on there, like that, we've got a very nice bright background. So the tiger is, I've stamped it in Cajun Craze and used black for the stripes and the head dottage and things, but I didn't like how white the chest and that was, so I have blended with Cajun Craze on a blending brush just to sort of blend him in a little bit. I've cut his tail as well because he's going to sit inside the card like that, so his tail's going to come down here. So, but first of all, I'm going to put dimensionals on here. Find the dimensionals. That might help the situation. Right. Ooh. Oh, we're on the last pack of The last strip of big ones. Okay, where's my scissors? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some longer strips with this one. So I'm just going to grab that off there. That's going to go that way. And then the other side. Oh yes, Shirley, you're right. It does look like the tiger that come to tea. Maybe that's where I had the image of the colouring from. Oh, do you know, I started reading The Life of Pi. I should try and read it again, I think. Okay, and I'm going to put this bit across the top and then just twist it round to go round the corner a bit. And then this one will go across the bottom, but not all the way, obviously, because it's too big. So I'm going to put that bit there. Okay, so I will put a couple of dimensionals where there's a gap around the circle with where the tiger's going to go, like so. Right, so I think that's enough for them. Right, where's my bin? Let me just grab my bin. There we go. My fingers are not working very well right now. There we go. Done that one, done that one, done that one. Not that one. I'm usually better at keeping track of which ones I've pulled it off and which ones I haven't. There we go. Right. Now to line it up, because, you know, I clearly can never do that normally. So I'm just going to stand them both on the desk, so I get the height right. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Right. So then we have a little bit of dimension. So what we're going to do is we're going to tuck our tiger in here like this, but he's going to be popped up on dimensionals. So I'm just going to bring them back in after just putting them away, knowing that I needed them again. There we go. One over here and one here. That will be plenty. He won't be going far. Oh, my top. Yeah, it's one of my favourite long sleeves. It's very comfy and very soft. Okay. Yeah, every time I look at tops now, I'm like, ooh, that would make a nice one-sheet wonder, wouldn't it? Right, I am going to use a little bit of glue on the tail because I don't want the tail to get broken off. That was way too much glue. Just going to clean a little bit of that off, otherwise it'll be everywhere. Because I'm renowned for doing that. Put the lid back on a second. Right, then I have cut out a few of these three here, and then some of this one. I did cut some of these, but I never used them in the end, but I've got them for another card, so that's all good, all good. So let me just empty out my bits and pieces. So I cut some out of soft succulent, and I cut some out of evening evergreen, but I also, in the new, let me just find the name of it, Tidings of Christmas, there is one that is like a chevron kind of pattern, and it looks really nice as leaves. So I have these as well. So we're going to do the background first. So that is going to go in there, and that is going to be slotted in there, but I'll need to trim it off a bit. Like so. I'm going to tuck that in. I want them to be tucked in so they don't, there we go, like that. And then we're going to put, what should we do then? Shall we put some of these in here like this? And, oh, nope, not the same one, because they are different. So put another one there, just coming up from underneath the tiger's butt. Like that. And then we had, and I love these because, I don't know if I can get it to focus maybe, but it gives you like embossed on each leaf, and the same with the grasses, it gives you embossed, so it gives it a bit more life. I call it life because it really is. Right, I'm going to tuck that in there. I will be gluing these all down in a minute. And then the last ones are going to go just in front of Mr. Tiger here, like so. So we can move all of them out of the way now, and then I'm going to use my reverse tweezers because I can pick all three of them up at the same time. And I'm going to put some glue in there for that. Bit of glue on that one, and then a bit of glue on that one to stick to the other one. And then I'm going to slide them all back in. And try not to glue it to my finger so they come back off. There you go. Don't want them to look like they're floating. So try and tuck them in like that. I'll move those two out of the way a minute. Well, that didn't go according to plan, did it? Because they didn't come back out. Hi, Lee. Thanks, bruv. Right, so I'm going to put some glue on this one. Like so. And slot him back in there. And this is why I like to use Tombow glue for this, because I can move it around and not have to worry about it just completely going stuck straight away. Right, let's fold him so that he goes, and behave yourself, go under there, you know you wanna. Doesn't want to hide, that's the problem. There we go, so pull it out a little bit so it looks more 3D. And then a little bit of glue on this one to put it in there. We're going to tuck that one in as well. And then our last two are going to be darker one first, because I think it gives makes the other one more highlighted. And it doesn't take very much glue. There we go. Right. And that's that bit. Glue on there. Move the bin out of the way. So we're going to bring back in our mask, and I am going to bring in my trimmer. This upside down. And then I am just going to cut out the middle, because you've got to be frugal with these things, especially when you love the print. I'm not a animal print lover, a leopard print or such, but I really like these. There we go, one more. This also helps your card not to be too thick. If you're putting lots and lots of layers, it can get a bit too thick sometimes. Right, let's see if I've done it. Yay! There we go, and I can keep that for another day. Oh, thank you, Shirley. So then we're going to glue this on here. So I must remember just around the edge. Normally I do that and then go squiggle squiggle, but then I just glue it to my desk, which would not be a good idea. Oh, that's it, slide it towards me, but then glue it in the wrong place. Right, so put that on there. And then I love how when you put it onto, and just bone fold that down a bit better with my bone folder. So when you pop it onto here, I feel like it makes the tiger pop. So let's get some glue on here. There we go. Like so. Then I decided it needed a little bit of dottage, so I think I might use sparkly ones. I used the matte ones on my last card, but I seem to be using them all the time. So let's find my pick tool. Here he is. Oh, is an escapee red one. Don't think that one's from the Holiday Rhinestones, I think it's called. Right, so we're going to go with an evening evergreen there, and then a little soft succulent there, and then we'll go evening evergreen there, but we'll change it up a bit and put the soft succulent the other side. Nothing like mixing it up. And then I'm going to put, just because I can, a yellow there, and maybe a little yellow there. Oh, this makes my heart sing. Now you could put a sentiment here, but I think the card speaks for itself. So for the inside, I am going to stamp "Have a Wild Birthday," because who doesn't want a wild birthday? Everyone wants a wild birthday. Oh, leftover ink from yesterday. Oops. And then I'm going to use Evening Evergreen because it's one of my favourite sentiment colours now. Just going to put the glue head back, the lid back on the glue, otherwise I will end up with a sticky mess at the end. Okay, without having my head over it, going to get that stamped. Hold it there for a second, like that. And then the leaves, I noticed that the leaves are like a corner, so I'm just going to grab that one again, and soft succulent, and put some leaves here and some leaves there to frame the "Have a Wild Birthday." Then I'm just going to grab, if I can get it without making complete total utter noise, the vine one again. And then I'm not going to stamp up, I'm not going to ink up the whole thing, but I'm just going to, I think you can see that, can't you? Yeah. Just a few little vines just at the side, in the corner, just to say I'm here, but still leaving you plenty of room for your writing. So we'll glue that in to here. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Thank you, everybody. Right, so we're going to stick this into here, like so. Why is it I always manage to smudge? Where's my little... It's just me and glue, that's what it is. Me and glue just... We're like... Apparently we're best buddies, and it doesn't like to leave me. So that's the inside as well. And then, if I can get one without causing an avalanche. There we go, we've got a card, an envelope. These are like craft brown envelopes because I find they go with any colour cardstock. And they also go with a very vanilla and the basic white. Right, so I'm going to grab a piece of In the Wild paper. Because I don't know if I've got any of the one... what are we going to cover it with? That would work. So what I do is... cover the lip of the envelope, not too close to the edge, but obviously it's got to stick, but you don't want the glue to be seeping everywhere. And then all I do is move the card out of the way so it doesn't get any glue on it, and then I line it up with the line of the envelope. Oh, and for everyone going, you should have done it the other way, it's not quite long enough that way. I tried it earlier. There we go. And then you just flip it over. Oh, look at that. I like that one too. I am not an animal print person, but these colours are just, I love them. And then you just trim around your envelope flap, like so. And then it becomes a very pretty envelope. And you can, I'm going to do that because that's going to cause me to have, lines if I stamp on it. And then I'm just going to grab the flowers and the leaves. Ah, that's a good idea, Shirley. I've never put it on the inside. I always worry about the glue. So I'm just going to put a couple of foliage in the corner, like so. And then there's your envelope and there's your card. Oh, do you know, I'm trying a different camera angle, but normally it's so far up here that I end up leaning a lot. So I thought I'd move it closer, but now I keep trying to compensate and doing it up there. So, but there we go. So that's that. What time are we on? 9:15. Well, maybe we'll have a short one tonight. I haven't planned any other cards. No, I haven't. So there we go. Right, so we've used, the colours I've used are Soft Succulent, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, and I've used, with the blending in the background, I used Pumpkin Pie and Crushed Curry, just to, I quite like the moonlighty kind of effect. And then we've used In the Wild DSP, some Cajun Craze cardstock, and some Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen cardstock scraps, and they were just literally little, as you can see, just little pieces of scrap that I had, because the dies are so tiny. I just keep everything and I can always find something to cut out. And then we have the, what are these called? Oh, that's it, yeah. The In Colour Jewels, 2021-2023 In Colour Jewels. And then on the inside, we've just used a few stamps and a bit of DSP on the envelope. So there we go, guys. So if anybody would like a new catalogue, the new mini catalogue, or obviously it would come with a celebration catalogue as well. If you don't have a demo, I'm here. I would be happy to be your demo. So there we go, guys. It's exciting. I have lots of other cards in the pipeline, and actually, do you know, I haven't done, it's pretty much, I made a boo-boo with this one because I wanted to have the matte layer, but I'd made it too big. So on this one I've made it slightly smaller, but it's just as gorgeous. So yeah, what would I do on the inside of that one? Oh, I used a little leopardy print thing with some vines in that one. So there we go. Right, thank you for joining me, and I do have lots of videos in the pipeline, but I've had a very busy week. So after church tomorrow, I am hoping and praying that I can have some time to, I have lots of ideas in my little head, and they're bursting to get out. This was one of them, and then I can give you a sneaky peeky at one that I also made last night. So I'll be doing a video on that one as well. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and love to all. Goodbye.